and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me and my friends for another round of pouring coast to coast. The challenge this week was set by me, and it was simply functional art. Any medium, any technique, any style, all of that was left up to the individual artist. So I'm starting things off today with an epoxy wine bottle holder, but make sure you stick around and see what my friends Britta Clayton, Amber Goodwin, and Michelle Galley did as well. And as always, remember, art takes courage. So find your courage, go make some art. And I'm starting off here with a 1 foot by 3 foot piece of MDF that has been sanded and painted with 2 coats of black paint. I then allowed it to dry and off gas for a full 24 hours. I then did a tape dam on it to kind of keep things controlled. And now I'm doing my first pour, which is going to be about 5 ounces per square foot. And I'm just laying my colors down here randomly, not too thin or small of patches. I do want to be able to meld this and not make it look too chaotic. You will see me using my torch a little more than usual here today, and that's because my studio is a little on the cooler side. It's fall and I'm working in my attic, so I don't have the best temperature control up there. So I want my epoxy to be warm enough to move well though. So you'll see me torch it more often than normal. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of tilting, and that's going to just kind of get full coverage over the board before I start using my fingers to blend. And I'm just using my fingertips here to very lightly blend through the top of the epoxy. So I'm not going all the way through to the board. I'm just very lightly skimming my fingers across the surface. Now, after I've done that initial melding, then I'm going to add my gold in and blend a little more. I don't want my gold to get too blended in, because it does have a tendency when you put it by black and darker blues to go a little green. So I want to leave that one on top. And then after I'm happy with the blending, I'm going to give it another quick torch, and I'm going to spritz it with some isopropyl alcohol to really give those cool effects. Oh, the lilac. About 45 minutes later now, I am pulling the tape dam. I want it to still be flowing, but I don't want it to be super thin so it just runs right off. I want to keep my composition at least mostly where it is.
Though the world may seem so still, it's coming in a distant chill with the memories of winters past, of the ones I wish would have lasted. Oh, the lilac snow tells secrets of long ago, of carols sung, of gifts we've known. Oh, the lilac snow whispers softly on the wind as memories come flowing in. Once the candles on the tree glowed.
After the first layer has cured, I'm now adding a second layer of epoxy, and this layer I'm doing at about 4 inches per square foot, and I've left almost the entire pour clear, and I'm just gonna add some blue and gold highlights in over the top, but I want them kind of floating to create even more depth in this second pour. And the gold I'm using in this pour is Mayspring Gilded Gold, which is a really nice floating gold, and it acts differently than most of the other golds out there.
As the lilac snow falls along,
wiping up some of those drips to use as veins, and I don't think it's going to come through on the video, but one of the cool things about bringing the drips off of this pour where there's a lot of clear is that it creates even more depth. And then what you see me doing here is I'm just waving my hand over with the last tiny little drips that are left in the cup, and that creates kind of strings, and that will create what looks like fracture lines. Here we are with the fully cured results. I really wish the camera picked up the depth the way you can see it in real life. Now, some of this center did get a little bit too busy, but I'm okay with that because my wine rack is actually going to set on top of some of that busyness, so it kind of breaks things up a little bit. And of course, one of the great things about epoxy is that if that was too busy for you and you weren't going to have something blocking it, you could very easily do another pour over top of that, create more depth, and get rid of some of that busyness. I'm offsetting it slightly to the bottom because this is going to be the first wine bottle. Okay, got this. This is going to help me know exactly where I'm drilling. So I'm going to pre-drill first. Okay, here we are with the final reveal. Super happy with this. Now this is finished with a French cleat because you need something sturdy with that much weight. This was a really fun project. I think this would make a great holiday gift. Let me know what you think. As always, I hope you have a beautiful day.